We arrived to find Hank leaving the beach. It was clear something was badly wrong. His ear appeared to be missing entirely. It's the kind of injury that suggested he'd probably been in a serious fight. The moment he sensed the team, he bolted. What followed was a chase that lasted the better part of an hour. He ran from the beach into the streets, from the streets into thick vegetation. Palm trees, fallen branches, soft muddy ground that made every step difficult. The team followed carefully and deliberately slow. Catching him was important, but so was something else. A dog already carrying an injury like this can't be chased hard or cornered or frightened further. Every time someone got close, he circled wide and kept moving. The trick to a pursuit like this isn't speed, it's patience. Every sudden movement risks undoing the trust you're trying to build before it's even begun. He wasn't panicked exactly, it was more that he was cautious, assessing, deciding moment by moment whether any of these strangers could be trusted. He ran out of the thick vegetation and back onto the street. Rena crouched low on the roadside and held out her hand. Hank paused, considered her. For a moment, it looked as though he might come closer. Then he turned and trotted away. The team regrouped and tried again. This time, Rudlin ran past and positioned herself ahead of him. Angel followed behind. As Hank stopped, uncertain which way to go, Angel moved in with a leash. The loop caught, but not fully, and Hank slipped free and bolted back the way he'd come from. Through the car park, back onto the beach, past dozens of people who had no idea what was unfolding around them. Angel kept pace with him along the shoreline. Not fast, just steady, and when he finally slowed, she was close enough to loop the leash around his neck. He didn't fight, he just sat down, right at the water's edge, close enough that the waves were almost reaching him, and he looked out to sea. It's impossible to know what was going through his mind at this moment, whether it was fear, whether in some way it was relief, the sense that the running was finally over, whatever came next. He simply planted himself there and stopped resisting, as if he decided quietly that this was where it would end, one way or another. Rudlin approached gently, placed a towel over his shoulders, and she picked him up. We thought maybe he might resist, but no. There was no resistance, no growling, no snapping, despite an injury that must have been causing him significant pain. Back at the rescue vehicle, he was placed carefully into a crate and driven back to the sanctuary. Back at the shelter, sedated, the true extent of Hank's injury became clear. His ear was entirely missing, and his wound was infested with maggots, hundreds of them, working into the flesh already badly damaged. It's difficult to overstate how much pain this dog must have been carrying for what was likely days or even weeks before anyone was able to help him. The team worked methodically to clear the wound. Manuka honey was applied to promote the healing. Hank lay still throughout, sedated, his tongue lolling to one side, looking every bit as exhausted as he must have felt. In the days since, Hank has started to look like a different dog, although he might not be feeling 100% yet. His wound is visibly improving with each treatment. During one treatment session, he lifted his head, tongue out, and looked directly at the camera. It almost looked as if he was smiling and happy to be being looked after. We don't know exactly what happened to Hank before that morning on the beach. We don't know how long he carried that injury or what it cost him to survive with it. What we do know is this: a dog that had every reason to keep running chose, eventually, to stop, to sit down at the water's edge and let a stranger's hand reach him.